Hi everybody, Matt Atchity here, editor-in-chief, RottenTomatoes.com. Today I'm going to be unboxing the N-Strike Modulus ECS-10 blaster from Nerf. Very excited about this one. My kids got one of these. We have some epic Nerf battles at home. And today I'm going to be powering this with Duracell Quantum batteries. Parents love how Duracell helps power kids' imagination. This is not exactly a movie toy, but it's inspired us to recreate our own movie scene, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But first, we're going to open this box. It's got a bunch of cool parts. There's the main blaster, there's a few pieces here, so without further ado, let's get this bad boy open and start playing with it, shall we? All right, so we're going to start on the back of this. Got some good tape in this one, so I'm going to use my box knife. Be very careful with these kids. Now, turn this over. The whole thing slides right out. All right, and you can see all our pieces that we talked about before. This is the main blaster. There's a handle here. There's the scope. There's this stock on the back where you can put an extra clip. We've got a barrel extender. This barrel extender is rifled. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then we've got 10 darts that it comes with, but you can always get extra darts. So let's start cutting this. There's a lot of plastic here to cut, and we're gonna just start snipping away here. Each piece has a couple of pieces of plastic holding it together. Obviously the handle, the main blaster has more pieces. All right, it's a little tricky getting the darts out of here. So you probably want to come in here with a pair of scissors, but again, be careful, especially if you've got kids that want to just jam this stuff open. You want to be a little careful with that. You can see the darts sit in here like that, and then here's the direction. So now we've got it all opened up. Let's start looking at the different combinations and how this main blaster works. So this is the main piece of the toy. This is your ECS-10 blaster. You can use this all by yourself if you want to. You don't have to put any pieces on it. It's pretty easy to hold. It's got a good grip here. You've got this part to hold with your offhand. It's got a handle at the top. When you put a bunch of pieces on this, it does get a little bit heavier. So that's kind of a handy place for a handle. You can also mount pieces. You can see all the different rails, the different tactical rails on this gun. Two on top, one on this side, one on the other side. We're gonna take the clip out. To get the clip out, you're gonna press this button here, and it just slides right out so that we can load this up with darts. And more importantly, we're gonna put batteries in this. So I'm gonna need to take this piece off. This piece has a Phillips head screw in it, so you're gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver because that's where the battery compartment is. So we're gonna take this off. Now that we have the cover off, I'm going to show you how to put the batteries in. You can see it takes 4 batteries, 4 AA batteries, and we're going to power this with our Duracell Quantum batteries. Put them right in here. You put one in there, and another one. These white pieces slide forward and backward, so it makes it a little bit easier to maneuver the batteries. But know that these are going to need to go between the battery contacts to kind of help keep them in place. Once you've got the batteries installed, you're going to want to put this cover back on there. Now you'll notice that there's a tab right here on the cover, and it's going to slide into this slot that sits right here. So just put that tab in there, and then your screw goes in place. You want to screw this back in place so it's nice and tight. We've got our batteries installed. We have the cover in place. Keeps the battery secure. Don't want to be running around, have your batteries go flying. You're going to lose your battle. Now, it's going to be tempting to start testing this and make sure it works. However, until you have a clip in, it's not going to actually do anything. So if you want to make sure the batteries are working, you put your clip in, and then to get the motor to work, you're going to have to press 2 triggers. There's this button and there's this trigger. So when I pull back on that button, you can hear the flywheel start working. That's how the bullets work in this. Unlike a lot of Nerf guns where they're air powered or have a spring power to them, this one is electrically powered, gives it a nice long range, shoots about 90 feet. Now, one other piece, before we start putting extra elements on here, I want to show you, there is this little cover right here at the top. This slides back. This is so you can clear jams. Sometimes, if this jams, you'll need to open this up and pull the dart out so that it'll work. That happens from time to time. It's great that there's this convenient piece here to clear that out. All right, so let's start putting pieces on this and see what we can do with this. First up, we're gonna put this stock on the back. That just slides right on here. This stock makes it a little bit easier to put it in place. It's got a nice feel to it. The most important thing about this stock is that it's got space for an extra clip. This blaster also comes with a scope, so we're gonna put the scope on the top. Helps you line up your shot. You can look through there. It's got a nice look to it. And then we've got a barrel extender. That barrel extender is going to go on the front of the barrel of the gun. You can see that there's slots here. This is how you're going to slide on. So you have to put it on at an angle. And then it slides on, and then you lock it into place, and that's your barrel extender. Now the inside of this barrel is slightly rifled, as is the rest of it, so it's going to give those darts a little bit more spin and help them stay a little bit more stable as you shoot really far. And then as this is starting to get heavier, because I'm putting more and more pieces on it, you're going to have this extra handle that sits right on this rail here, although really it can go on any of the rails. And then now I've got a nice stable blaster. Most importantly, we're going to put darts in our clip. So there's a spring in this. These are spring loaded. You could put 10 darts in here. As the darts come up, they spring forward. One more, here we go. Here's number 10. So it gives you some nice long time ammo, and it's gonna just sit right in here. Now we have all the pieces that came out of the box. Let me show you a couple extra things that we picked up, show you some of the fun you can have with this. So as I mentioned before, the ECS-10 comes with 10 darts that sit in this banana clip. But let's say I want to have extra ammo for one of those long-running battles, and I don't have to run around picking up darts. So I'm going to put this clip back in the back and show off my flip clip. This is 2 clips that are bolted together. They carry 12 darts each, so it comes with 24 darts, and it fits in all of these Nerf Modulus guns that have the appropriate opening. And this is great because now I've got 12 darts, and if I run out of that, I can just pop the clip off, flip it over, I've got another 12, and then get rid of that. And if I really am in trouble, pop my other 10 out, so I got plenty of ammo here. Now, as we know, the Modulus system gives us a lot of different options. There's a lot of different pieces you can get. One of the upgrade kits that I picked up was the Strike and Defend upgrade kit. It comes with a different stock and kind of a blast shield. So I'm going to take my original stock off. I'm going to put this stock on. Notice there's an extra trigger on here. We're going to get to that in a second. And then we've got this shield that's going to protect me from people shooting my way. So I can put that on this rail here. The nice thing about this is I can still kind of see through it, but I don't really need my scope here. So now I'm a little bit better defended if I'm getting shot at. You can see how this gives me a little bit of cover on my gun. And then I have this new stock. Now the cool thing about this new stock is you'll notice that I'm back down to a smaller clip. If I run out of this and I, have to surrender, they think I'm done, well, surprise, I can take this off. I've got this piece, and I've got 1 dart in here for my last stand. See that there's a dart right in here. This stock comes off, it's its own gun, super fun. Gives me a little bit of backup just in case. As you can see, there's a lot of pieces that go on this blaster. I love this thing. ECS-10, Modulus, and Strike from Nerf. It's a lot of fun. We play with this a lot at my house. We've got a bunch of Nerf guns. This is the one that's the favorite to get though, because it's got a really fast action. In fact, it's so inspired us to do some of our own movie scenes. We created a little something. You get to watch Grae play the part of Bradley Cooper in a little movie from a few years back. See if you figure out what she's trying to do.
I know somebody's been taking my lunch. Somebody's been eating my cookies. Nope. Nope. No. No, Matt. Better not be. Don't do it. Put it down. Put it down. You asked for it.